Hello, everybody. Jose Rodriguez back again. Pro 1000 owners that consider refilling, or even if they don't, they often panic when they see a low warning occurring on the screen or on their driver as they are printing with a Pro 1000. And they want to immediately exchange that cartridge with a brand new one, a full one. Let me tell you how much ink you are throwing away if you do so. When the cartridge reaches low, as far as I have been able to determine, I weigh them as soon as they reach low, and they are about 55 grams total weight. And empty, they are 32 grams. So do the math. Those are how many grams of ink you're throwing out every time you remove one of those cartridges prematurely. Let them go empty. These are just simple containers. They have a very, very accurate chip in them. The Pro 1000 utilizes a very, very sophisticated way of measuring how much ink is traveling from the cartridge through its system, the ink delivery system. It knows. It knows how much ink leaves that cartridge every single time this happens. There's an internal compartment, 12 of them, one for each channel. It fills up to the top. Let's just say as soon as you install a cartridge, say you just initiated that printer, it fills it up to the top. All the ink lines now have ink instead of air. The internal dampers of the printhead are filled and the printhead is ejecting ink. Everything is primed and you begin to print. That compartment will begin to lose ink as it is being utilized. It knows exactly how much ink fills that compartment. Okay, I do not know the amount, but the system knows. So follow me. There are a series of sensors. Behind that is the valve that opens up the pathway for ink to leave this cartridge and fill that compartment. But it doesn't need to fill it yet, so it is closed. So you begin to use ink, the levels drop, 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 and there's a second sensor, and that gets triggered. As soon as the inks drop to a certain level, it activates that sensor. How much ink did it use? That's the secret. It knows how much ink it takes to go from full to activating that sensor. So what does that do? It opens up the valve and allows ink to trickle in by gravity and top off that compartment. It refills it, reaches the top, it hits that upper sensor again, and shuts off the valve. So that's it. It knows it uses, just say, 3 milliliters of ink. It knows that. So every time it does that refilling or replenishing action, it's using 3 ml of ink. Now, at some point, there's 80 in here. At some point, you may have, say, 2 ml left. And you're printing and it reaches that second sensor. It opens up that valve and the 2 ml trickle in, but it never reaches the top. So that valve stays open. Okay? And it never reached the top, so it's going like, oh, okay, let me continue printing. Continue printing. It goes back down to that second sensor. Hey, valve, let some ink in. There's no more ink. It continues printing and it hits a third sensor. That's when the red X signal is sent to the chip. That's it. This cartridge is now fully empty according to the chip, and physically it is empty because it ran out of ink attempting to replenish that compartment. You see what I mean? So it's not going to continue printing. It's going to stop. It's going to stop when it reaches that third sensor. Air is not getting into your ink lines. It stops you from printing any further. The way to continue printing now is to open up your door, remove that empty, put a new one, and close the door. During that process, that valve is still open, remember? So ink immediately starts to flow. It'll top off that compartment all the way to the what? The top sensor, and that triggers the refill, if you want to call it valve, to be shut down. ink stops flowing, your compartment is full and happy, and now you can continue to print. You see, it's just amazing. It's a very simple process, but simply amazing. So do not panic at all if you see, I have a low warning. Oh my God, I have a low warning. I'm going to be printing some prints and I want to make sure it's not going to stop mid print. It doesn't matter. It will stop mid print. The print's still in the printer. You replace the cartridge and it will begin printing again where it left off. You will not even see the mark where it stopped or where it began to print. Okay, that's the way it works. So don't panic about a low warning. Do not unnecessarily throw away a cartridge that was never declared empty. It has a ton of ink still left in it. You're throwing away big bucks. Okay, give them to me and I will extract the ink out of them and use that. Yeah, no, I won't let you do that. That is it for now. So, at least the PRO-1000 allows you to use every drop of ink out of those expensive cartridges that you buy. Okay, many other types of printers don't have this level of technology, and the cartridges, when they are declared empty, they still have ink in them, especially cartridges that have ink bags inside them. The ink bag has to still contain some ink. It cannot be allowed to fully collapse to the point where it cannot breathe anymore. Can't allow it to do that. So it still has to reach a point where it's almost fully collapsed. It still has some ink in it, and then it's declared empty. You throw away that cartridge, you're still throwing away ink. Okay, but the PRO-1000 and any of that family of printers, the cartridges will be fully empty. As a matter of fact, your higher level IPF printers from Canon, 2100 and higher, you can exchange a cartridge that was declared empty on the fly while it is printing. It won't stop printing because the compartment is relatively large. You just open up the lid, put the new cartridge in it. They fit vertically. Close the lid like nothing happened. It will continue printing for you. So it's great. The features are really unique, and I really do appreciate them. All right, that is it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. As always, this is becoming old, right? Happy printing, everyone. Bye-bye.